everybody, welcome to another video. Thank you for joining me here. As you see, I have a new planner. Of course, it's been, I don't know, I just got the urge to move into something a little bit bigger. I honestly really miss my personal rings, but I don't want to buy a bunch of stuff, and I don't like the fact that you can't archive things. Pocket was working really well, but I really needed something with structure. I know myself, and I mean, it worked for a month of doing the freely planned with the other notebook, and then it worked another month or 2 months in the Moleskine. I think it was a month, to be honest, but that paper just, I didn't like it, and to be honest, that notebook started to fall apart very quickly. I did not like the way that they bind it. Like, the papers were already lifting from the spine, so I just dove in and I said, you know what, I'm gonna just try B6. I had initially really wanted A6, but all the A6 notebooks that I found have the writing, like the Hobonichi, have the quotes in the bottom, and I just had already tried it before and it was too small. Even if I know they have this one in A6, and I just know myself, I know my writing, and it's just gonna be too small. And I also honestly wanted something that would fit sticky notes, regular size sticky notes, along with my, my daily plans. And yeah, so this is what I ended up getting. The cover you see here is a Giglio yellow, but I think it has patina already, to be honest. It does look a little more orangey to me, but it's a little gold, so I think it is already a yellow that has some patina, because if I compare it to the bookmarks here, I don't know if you can tell, it does, like this side right here does look way more yellow off camera than the actual cover. And that's how I kind of know. The yellow in the Slim Punto that I had was really a yellow color, so this one is definitely darker than that one. I don't have that one anymore, so I can't compare. But without further ado, so please ignore the state of my nails. I wanted to redo them before I filmed this video, but I already am going to start like tipping things in and gluing things down. That is going to hide the the contents of the planner, so I wanted to share the planner before I do my full setup, which I'm hopefully going to be doing, this week, which I'm also going to be doing my nails this week, but I wanted to do this first. So yeah, ignore the state of my nails and my hands and just ignore all of that. So the planner that I ended up getting is a Franklin planner, and it came in this PVC cover. I took it out because I know that this didn't match, so I didn't want it there. But it's called a Franklin planner, and this is what it looks like. It came inside. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm just showing you what came with the planner. So it's a B6 size, and it has the structure here with the time grid, and then like 2 separate sections at the top. It has the date, the day, and a little mini calendar. And I did reach out to them on Instagram because I was super curious on what paper was used, and they did reach back out to me, and they said that it was Tomoe River paper, which in the beginning they said it was like a C something, but oh, I didn't even look at the back of this. Oh yeah, it says Franklin Covey in the back. So I don't know what that one was, but that's what it is. Supposedly it's Tomoe River paper, and it also comes with this little organizer, which I'm not gonna use, but just so you can kind of get the gist of what's in it. talks about a bunch how to use the planner in, I assume is Japanese. And then it has values. I don't know what this is. It has goal planning. Obviously a lot of it is like in a different language. I'm just surprised that it has English. It has monthly expense tracker, meeting planner, yearly income and expense tracking. I wish that this would have just been like a grid notebook. That would have been super duper cool, because you know it doesn't have a lot of grid pages in the backs of the actual planner. So if this was just all grid, that would have been amazing, but I'm not using that, but it's something that comes with it. So this is, yeah, a B6 Apunto, and I got it from the Facebook group. It has striations on it, which I actually really like on this color. In other colors, I was not a fan of it. So when you take out the planner, it's white, and they do sell the planner white on, I got this on the regular Amazon, but it ships from Amazon Japan, and it actually came ridiculously fast. I think it came in like 4 days, like 4 business days, and I was so shocked. Maybe 5. It said it was going to take 2 weeks, and it came ridiculously fast. So they do sell this without the cover, but not for April start. So for April start, they have it in this cover, they have it black, and they have like a blue, I believe. So I just went with that burgundy one because I thought it was pretty, because I always get black. But I did end up, like I said, I took it out, and I find that it doesn't really move as much as like my weeks used to, which is a good thing. So I just kind of put, you know, a little bit of deco here, and I did end up putting this washi. This washi is from High Paper Clouds, and I put it here because half of the little binding was kind of lifted, and so it made me kind of nervous, and I like this washi. So that's what the binding like looks like on its, like, without anything. And I didn't put it here because I mean I'm not gonna be looking at that side, so I'm probably gonna end up putting something here, or maybe a sticker here. I'm not sure yet, because I noticed here it's getting scratched from my paper clip, so I think I'm gonna actually take that out because I don't want to scratch it. Already scratched my planner a little bit. I don't want it to scratch my book any more than it already did. And then I just have just the same stuff that I had in my other planner. The only thing that I added differently was this one, which is some stickers for my monthlies for my no spend, because I wanted to keep track of it, and I don't have a tracker in here. I was initially thinking of putting a tracker in here, a tip in, but I found that it was going to make it bulky, and I didn't want it to really affect the binding that much, and I didn't know where to put it, so that was a huge part of it. This was just like my kind of inbox area, which I was going to tip something in, but I think I'm going to leave it like this because I really honestly like this color that they put here, and I like that it's just blank. And the sticky notes stick to it, so that makes me really happy. So I just have like my master key in general, and just some sticky notes with the little card from Paper Planner Bliss. And then this is that page that's always like cut, you know, from the glue or whatever. And this is the one where I'm gonna tip something in, but this is just like the personalized page, I guess. And I am gonna say this paper is very thin. I definitely compare it to the common planner that I had. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I really struggled with that planner. Unfortunately, I found that the paper was too thin. All of my pens, you could see through it with the ink, and the print was too light for my personal liking. I'm not hating on it. I'm not hating on anybody that uses it. I'm just sharing my personal experience. So when I first started writing in this, I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. Like, I was just writing here in the monthly. So this is just like a yearly overview of 2023, 2024. And this is what the monthlies look like. So when I first started writing in it, I was using my Fine Sailor the 3600, and I loved how it wrote. It glided on the paper so well, and I didn't even do like a pen test or anything. I literally just started writing in it, and then I quickly realized that it has some bleed through. So I don't know if you guys can see, but right here under the 30 there's some bleed through. I think that's like the darkest spot that you can see it. So as you see this here, under behind it is the marker right here, and it actually didn't even bleed through, which I'm thankful for because I can use those. So I guess it's just like the finer pens that don't work well with this paper, which is fine with me. I love medium fine, so I ended up going back to medium fine. Now the pen that I use here is the Sakura Micron, and I'll link, you know, all my pens below if you guys are interested in that. I don't have them on me because I'm actually in a different area filming this right now, but yeah, I just wanted to mention that. So this is the month that, obviously it's last month. I have to mark off these actually, but I ended up deciding to use, this is my new pen. It's the Sailor Pro Gear, but it's the line version, the little bear. It's not focusing. It's focusing on my ugly nails rather than the pen. But yeah, I love this pen. It's not focusing. It has a little bear right here. It's so freaking cute. If it would focus. I'm sorry. Anyways, so I'm just gonna mark these off because I already did those last month. And I ended up inking it with the Beaver Dam Brown Ferris Wheel Press. And I will say it does take about 5 to 10 seconds to dry, which isn't a huge deal to me. And to be honest, it doesn't like look that different. Oh, I'm like showing my bills, but whatever. It doesn't look like that different compared to the Fine. I mean, it does a little bit, but like it doesn't bother me. Like, I like my writing with fine pen. So I ended up deciding to use this part for bills and the top part for my orders. So when I like place an order, it's gonna go here within that month. Even if I get it in the next month, like it's still gonna stay here on the month that I purchased it. And then I decided to use the mood tracker in the bottom. Like I said, I wanted to tip in a tracker, but there wasn't anywhere for me to put it. I didn't want to have it here where it would block off half of the page and, you know, I wouldn't see an overview of the month. So I just ended up trying to incorporate my trackers within the planner. So I have here my mood tracker, and these number lines are from Randy Dots. Yeah, Randy Dots. And yeah, that's what I decided doing. And now we are in April, and this is when I decided to do that no spend, which those are huge, but it kind of like is like an incentive to keep going, to be honest. I just wanted to use my dots, and I didn't realize like how like stand out they're gonna be, like how how loud they were gonna be. But oh well, it is what it is, and I'm gonna change them every month. I'm not gonna use the same one. So that's what this month looks like. And this month I ended up using the Micron pen for this as well. When I found that the pen started to bleed through, I just stopped using it and I switched over to this one. But I think you can see it mostly here on the 12th, and then on the 17th, like behind, you definitely will see that it bled through, which is insane. but if you flip through, so you see I have this is from this Sailor pen for the 23rd, and this one has no bleed through, which is right here, and there's no bleed through on that, and no bleed through from the Micron either. My TWSBI pens also did not bleed through. My TWSBI pens are fine, and we'll keep going. So I ended up whiting out that, like, you know, Japanese words, and I just put this over, and I honestly like how it looks. It doesn't bother me that the back is white and it should be gray, you know. I thought it looked cute. So it has a full year of monthlies. As I mentioned, this is the April start. I mean, it is an April start, but it has the March monthly. So it does have the March monthly, but it starts in April. So after the 2024 March, it goes into this tracker, which I'll show you guys what it's called. It's called the Future Planning. It said over here 2024 Future Planning, and I whited it out, and I ended up using this the same as I used my Hobo Weeks. Similar, because now I added in my skincare, which was something that I was having in my tracker, and I ended up adding it here. So this has my menstrual cycle, and then my skincare. So this is the little key that you guys had seen. I made this on Canva, printed it on a sticky note, and I just kept it here. And then once I'm done, I'm probably gonna like move it to the bottom, or you know, somewhere where it doesn't interfere too much. And I'm probably just gonna move this like around with me with whatever planner I have, unless I want to change it, or you know, whatever. I haven't whited this one out because we're not in this, so I just left it like that. After this yearly overview, which is supposed to be a future planning, it goes directly into your dailies, but before every week it comes with this weekly overview. As you see here, I was kind of like trying to test it out, but I just left the page alone. I was just like, whatever. I think this was, yeah, this was the fine pen where I wanted to see how it looked, and then I found that it kind of was, it wasn't drying so fast. But the weekly compass, yeah, it's, I mean, I don't use Franklin Covey, and I never have, so if you've used that before, I'm sure you would have more knowledge of this. But they have their own way on how to plan and how to organize your tasks and all of that, which I don't do any of that, so that's just me. So I will show you guys how I tested it out here. This I copied from, you know, my pocket planner. As you see, I didn't put anything in the, you know, appointment part for this page, just because I wanted to see how the pen looked and, you know, how things would fit and stuff like that. So I just kind of played around right there. That was just like a tester. And I didn't end up back planning for the past 2 weeks. I'm not sure if I'm going to. I really don't want to add more bulk, and I just don't really need that information, so I don't think I will. I also used this one as a little tester. I saw someone do it this way with one line of like normal to-dos and then another one of like cleaning. So I kind of wanted to see what it looked like, and I didn't mind it. This pen right here is actually like the medium Moon Man, and it didn't bleed through either. So that was another thing that I'm just like, wow, like I'm really shocked that it works better than the fine pen, because in my head fine would be the one to not bleed through, but I guess I was wrong. So this is for this week, and I just kind of wanted to see what it would look like since I didn't use the other weekly. This is the one that I kind of wanted to test out, so I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I have to add in the Monday through Fridays here, which actually let me go get it real quick. These are, oops, sorry, these are the trackers that I'm gonna use. So they are from Papery Planning, and I do have a code with her if you guys would be interested in purchasing. And I actually feel like I want to put them here, but no, they're too big. So I'm gonna put it here, and I'm probably gonna do like the same kind of system as my tracker and just kind of line it. I don't want a bunch of lines here, so I don't mind, you know, if it's like open, because it's not grid. That's the one thing that I kind of wish, is that it was grid, but it doesn't bother me as much as I expected because it's like dotted lines. It's not lined as the Moleskine, so that's kind of cool. And then I kind of put this little page flag here just to guide me on what I wanted, which I had done at work, so I was trying to figure out what I was gonna do.
I'm going that side. I'm going to put it on that side.
Okay, I'll let you through right now. So that's gonna be, there, go. There's a car over there you could play with. So this is gonna be my water intake.
I want to go this way.
Okay, go. And yeah, so that's kind of what I have at the moment. I have my little meal plan here for the week, which helps me to come up with my meal, my grocery list. So I like to kind of plan out what meals I have, and I don't use, like, I don't specify what day I'm gonna make them, because sometimes we leave or sometimes we come back late, or, you know, things happen. So I kind of tried to stop dedicating the meals for a specific day, and I just ended up doing a general kind of meal list. And I just have like an inbox here and a to buy list from something that I like, things that I have to buy this week. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing on this page, and then just my other habits that I needed to find somewhere to put. Stop it. Sorry guys, he's trying to get his car in the shot. So then we have here, I planned for the day before yesterday, and I used the mild liners, and what I found was that the darker ones do bleed through. Actually, they don't bleed through, stop, but they are a little bit, like, you know, the ghosting is pretty dark, but not for this green one. So this is how I am going to plan for the day. So I'm gonna have my daily habits here, just a general overview of like my appointments or what I do, which is always the same: work, lunch, bedtime. That's like never gonna change. And then I have over here my to-dos, my chores, and then at the bottom it's gonna be miscellaneous. So over here I have like that I finished a book, and then I, you know, spent some money, and I added like a little washi here. And then I ended up deciding to use this blotting paper as my page marker. Because I'm using fountain pens, I felt like it would help. Stop, please. And then I just cut it down a little bit, and I added this like daily, what is that? Like a sticker, but it's like a hard sticker. It's meant to be like for a page flag. So that's what I have there. And then this is for today. Hey, be careful. Get off me. And that's what I have. Hey, stop. Sorry, guys. I had to turn off the TV, so now he's over here. And that's what I have so far. And then I just added in a little bit of stickers for tomorrow and Friday. A little sticky note for a shop release that is coming up. And then I added these little to-dos, which are from the sampler page, like the sampler sheets that you get from Papery Planning back in the day when she would make it with people. So hopefully she'll have some for us coming up in the future, because she, you know, she's a one-man shop. I don't know how she does it, but yeah. So that was that. So it goes obviously all the way through, and as I mentioned, each week, after Sunday, so the week starts on a Monday, which is really cool. Like, everything stays consistent, all the calendars are the same, everything is Monday start, and I love that. And the colors don't change, so it's that blue and then like a, you know, like a black. So then we get to the back, which ends here on March 31st. And I just have here an appointment sticky notes just to store it here. I might store other sticky notes here as well. And then I haven't made my list yet. I'm trying to decide how I want to do it. I think I'm going to split the page in half so that I could have double the amount of space. So this is going to be my planner wish list and then my personal wish list. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. I might split it up for the half to be gift ideas. But I don't know yet. I'm still deciding. So it only has 4 note pages. Well, 5, including this. Stop it! But this doesn't have anything on the back. And so this is the one that I made my pen test. But I feel like it might... I mean, it feels the same, but since it's the back, like, it doesn't fully show, you know, but yeah, I didn't even test, like, the fine one, because I tested it on the other, like, on the monthly, so I didn't even test it here, to be honest. But if you see, this is what they look like, and as this paper, to be honest, I find is not, it doesn't absorb the ink very fast, so that is something that you should keep in mind, definitely. But with all my other pens, I didn't have any bleed through like I did on that fine pen. This Sharpie one did, I think, has like a few points that bled through, but I'm not going to use that. I just wanted to test it. So this is my little test area. And then that's the end of it. And then I just have my check registry book that I got from Paper Penguin. And it is also the Tumo River paper that I asked her to print it on. And I just tuck it in the back here, in the little secretarial pocket. I don't have anything in the zipper. I think in the back I have, oh yeah, I just have extra stickers. So that's it, you guys. And I think I'm actually going to be keeping my stickers here. That's a good idea for my weekly stickers. And that's it. That is my new planner. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment below or DM me on Instagram. I will link the planner in the description, as well as the cover and you know, a few other things. So thank you for watching. If you like these kind of videos, please, I would appreciate it if you subscribed and liked my video. And I wish you all a good rest of your day and a good week. Bye.